So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you should be contacting your wholesale suppliers to get the best responses. I'm also going to be giving you a great strategy to follow when you have a big list of wholesale suppliers that you want to contact, but it may be a little bit overwhelming. So I'm going to tell you a great strategy to use so it can be done as efficiently as possible. Hey, what's going on, guys? Marvin here. Welcome back to another video. So if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe and turn your post notifications on so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. Also, like always, make sure to check down below in the description. I have a bunch of resources for you guys down there. Free Facebook groups, my Instagram, free trainings, all that good stuff. So always make sure to check down below in the description. Now, like I said, I am going to break down the best ways to contact your wholesale suppliers to get the best responses. A lot of people know how to contact suppliers, but they don't get a lot of responses, right? They don't get a lot of callbacks. They don't get a lot of responses on the emails, and it's because they're not doing things correctly. And then make sure to stay until the end of the video, because at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a quick little template you guys can follow when you guys are contacting your wholesale suppliers. So let's just jump right into this video. So there's three main ways to contact your wholesale suppliers. The absolute best way to contact your suppliers is by calling them. Nothing else is going to come close to calling your suppliers, and that's for a bunch of different reasons. But a couple main reasons are: one, you're going to get the best response rate, so they're going to pick up and they're going to be able to answer your questions. You are always going to want to ask them questions. Not every supplier you find is going to be somebody you want to work with, and you won't know that if you're not asking any questions. Also, another reason is that you can already start building that rapport with your supplier. If you guys are new to this business and you don't know, relationships are everything in this business. So anything that can give you a slight edge on your competition, make you stand out from everybody else, is absolutely key, okay? And calling is one of those things, because a lot of people are afraid to call. A lot of people just get so nervous and they don't know what to say. They don't want to sound stupid. And I'll be honest with you, you aren't going to know what to say in the beginning, especially if you're doing it by yourself. You're not going to know what to say, and you might sound a little bit awkward, but it's okay. After you do it a bunch of times, it's going to be super easy. You're not even going to remember why you were worried about it. But if you don't call, you're never going to get better. You'll always be awkward. You'll never get those accounts. You can still open up accounts just via email, but it's always better to call. So calling them is absolutely 100% the best way to open up your wholesale accounts. Now, the second best way is to email them. The only problem with emailing is that they're getting hundreds and hundreds of emails every single day. So they might kind of just skim over your email and you won't be able to kind of get a response back from them. But that's why you can combine calling and emailing together so that you can get the best responses possible. If you're just relying on email, you're only going to get so far. So don't be afraid to call them. And some wholesale suppliers actually prefer email, and they're going to refer you back to their website or their email and send in an application or communicate via email, because it's just easier for them to keep track of everybody. But I'm sure most of you guys know email is a great way to contact them. And messaging them through email, in my experience, you get better response rate than messaging them through their website portal, their website kind of little contact page, which I'll show you at the end of this video. Email works better than that. And the third way to contact your suppliers, which is super, super effective, is to send a raven. So dumb. Disregard that. So the third way to contact your supplier is via the contact page on their website, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit when we jump into my computer. The only problem that I have with that contact page is that the response rate, like I said, in my experience, isn't great. Some suppliers use it, that's their preferred method, and they're super responsive, but some suppliers, you'll never get a response back from there. Don't just rely on this. Email them through that, and then email them directly from your email. Call them. Do all three if you have to. Whatever it takes to get that response, because what you don't want to do is email them through the contact page. You don't get a response, and then you just give up. That's not the way to do things, okay? If you want to really make this a business, you need to go above and beyond. And like I said, set yourself apart. Do what other people are not doing. If you're just doing what everybody else is doing, just sending a ton of emails or just sending a ton of emails via their contact page, you're going to get the same results as everybody else. So utilize all three, whatever it takes to get in contact with that supplier that you want to open up a wholesale account with. That's what you have to do. All right, so before we jump into my computer, I want to give you guys a quick strategy that you guys can follow to tackle a big list. Let's say you have a list of 50 suppliers, 100 suppliers. Calling them all is going to take some time. So like I said, some suppliers prefer email. So what I recommend you guys do is combine emailing them and calling them. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to have a list of, let's say, 100 suppliers. Email as many as you can. Have like a template that you're following. Email as many as you can on day one. And then on day 2 or day 3, whatever responses you didn't get, call them, because you'll have already weeded out all of the people that are super responsive. You've already established that they're good on email, right? So establish that, email all of them, and then on day 2 and 3, call all the people that didn't respond back to you. Now, you're still going to want to call those other suppliers because you still want to ask questions. You still want to see if there's somebody that you want to work with. But if you're trying to just crank out a huge list in a short amount of time, this is a good strategy to follow. But again, don't forget to call them so you guys can start building that rapport, asking your questions to see if it's even somebody you want to work with. All right, so now let's jump into my computer. I'm going to show you what the contact page looks like, what their contact page, email, how to find all this information super fast. It's very, very simple. And then I'm going to just write up a quick email that you guys can copy and then use as a template. All right, guys, so let's jump into my computer and let me show you. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you all of this information super quick. I don't want to make this video too long, but for those of you that don't even know how to find all of this information, I'm going to show you it real quick, and then we're going to get into the email. Just a quick little template that you guys can use to send to your suppliers. Usually you can always find their information at the very bottom. This is Petra, and we came across them when I made my how to find wholesale suppliers video, so that I figured we would just use them, and they have pretty much everything that I'm looking for to show you here. So we scroll all the way to the bottom, and they already have their contact information right here. You don't even have to go anywhere else. They have their email, they have their phone number, 2 different phone numbers, one for e-commerce customer service, one's for more like brick and mortar customer service. So we know for a fact that they work with e-commerce sellers, Amazon sellers, okay? But if this information isn't all readily available right here, you can always go to contact us and it'll take you to a different page. This page actually takes us to that email kind of portal I told you I was going to show you. This for some suppliers works great. For a lot of suppliers, you won't even get a response emailing them just through this. So some suppliers have it just like this, like Petra does, and some suppliers have this with all of their contact information up top. So always go down to the bottom, go to the contact us page, and you'll find everything that you're looking for there. You'll find email, phone number, address, everything. All right, so let me show you just a quick little email that I wrote up that will help you guys when you guys are emailing your suppliers and you want to just try to get a better response. Always keep in mind that you're a business and you're dealing with other businesses, okay? So you want to keep this email super professional, no fluff, don't make it super long, keep it short, concise. Remember, they get hundreds of emails every single day, and you want to keep it professional, like I said. So we're just going to go through this super quick. You guys can pause the video while we go through this so you guys can copy this little quick email. So it just says hello. And if you run into somebody that has their sales rep or kind of an email to on the contact us page, you can write hello to a specific person, okay? But we didn't have that here. So we just wrote hello. My name is your name, and I am a retail business owner. I was looking through your website, and I'm very interested in opening a wholesale account with your company. Please let me know what information you need from me, and I will provide it as soon as possible. Also, I have my business license and reseller's permit available upon request. I look forward to hearing you. Your name, company name, phone number. Super simple. Now, you can also right here, instead of putting retail business owner, you can put my name is your name from so-and-so business. I was looking through your website, okay? So there's a ton of different ways you can do this. This is just a quick little template you guys can use and then improve on, okay? And then also I like to throw in, I have my business license or proof of business and reseller's permit available upon request, because that tells the supplier, I already know what you're gonna ask me, or at least part of what you're gonna ask me, and I have it ready to go if you need it. I like to throw it in there just to kind of give them that sense of, okay, he's done this before. You don't have to do it. Again, super quick template. There's a million ways to do this, and you can add whatever you want or take away whatever you want from this little template. Just remember, don't make it super long. They're getting hundreds of emails, and the last thing they want to do is read a whole page, 1,000 words or 5,000 word email about you and your business, okay? They don't want to do that. They want to know who you are, what you want, and what you're hoping to gain from this email, okay? Keep it short, concise, professional. And then at the bottom, it goes without saying, you put your name, your company name, and your phone number. I always provide all of my suppliers with my personal phone number. That's just something that I like to do, make them think or make them feel like I'm super accessible, because I am, especially to them. So I always throw in my phone number. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then don't do that, okay? And then one last quick point right here. You see how I write retail business owner? You can also write online retail business owner, e-commerce business owner, or whatever you want. I use both because my main point of interest with this email obviously is to open up a wholesale account, but it's also to get a response. Once we're on the phone and we're, things are moving along, then I'll tell them I also sell on Amazon, or I sell on Amazon primarily, or whatever it is, okay? Once you get them to respond, then you can go from there, ask a lot of questions. The hard part is to get them to respond, because like I said, you're going to send a lot of emails if you're not calling, and you could get lost, right there in the shuffle, and they won't even see your email. So the main thing that you want to do is get a response. You're not lying to them. You are a retail business. You're just an online retail business. So just make sure to let them know at some point before you buy the inventory. All right, guys. So I showed you the best ways to contact your suppliers, the strategies you can use to tackle a big list. And I also showed you just a quick little email that you guys can copy and send to your suppliers. So if you guys are watching this on the upload date here at the end of December, the next 2 weeks, I'm not posting on YouTube, but make sure to turn your post notifications on because I am going to be releasing some really, really valuable videos at the very, very start of the year. So you guys aren't going to want to miss that. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas to all you guys, and I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.